Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Lunchtime Sessions. Today we're diving back into Warzone Season 5, which is pretty manic, if I'm being honest. It's really cool, the new areas that have opened up, and I think we're going to make our first foray into the stadium this game. I probably won't survive terribly long just because Stadium is getting a lot of attention right now. But, you know, I'm anxious to check it out, and I don't care if I, die horribly at the hands of some other player. Duncan Dino, thanks for joining. We've also got Aaron the Wolf and Rectangles GF. Thank you all for joining. I'm pleased to see all the new followers. So for those who have not watched me stream in the past or haven't seen any of my videos, I am a decidedly middling player. I have some pretty good plays here and there, and then I have some very, very pathetic plays. But I think one of the things that sets me apart is that, as somebody who's older, thinking a lot more about how to get better. Oh yeah, worst gun in the game. I think that's the second kill I've ever gotten with it. Which probably is the fifth kill that's ever been had with it in game total. VLK Rogue, just a pathetic weapon. But yeah, so being an older gamer, I tend to think about what I've done wrong and how I can use that information to get better. And that's my goal here today.
Warm-up's done. Time to kick this off.
Alright, so we're jumping straight into the stadium, which is great. We're flying straight past it. Here in solos, we don't have any helicopters, which is probably good because the end game would be terrible if, we had a bunch of helicopters flying around. It's campy enough already in solos. So, yeah, this will be my first jump into Stadium. I've seen videos on YouTube and a couple other streams where people have gotten into Stadium, but I've not been there myself. So I'm going to try and find an out-of-the-way place up near the top of this rim, maybe. This general area to land and just kind of spectate the carnage.
Alright, lads,
that was
get it done.
unexpected.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Good to know we can walk up there. Alright, so I'm going to go after this dude. Alright. My first stadium kill. Alright, we got some more people over here. Let's go unexpectedly ruin their day. Although I'm going to see if I can find a weapon first, because I'm pretty garbage with the pistol. Thank you very much. Alright, low on ammo, but I can deal with this.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, thanks for all the comments, everybody. Since I'm in the middle of battle, I can't take a look and read them because, well, because that's what happens, but I will be looking and responding shortly. Probably should have played it up before I ran away. would have decreased the likelihood that I was going to die there, but I somehow survived, so woohoo! Where was I getting shot from? Somewhere nearby. I'm doing well, Strong Shot. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that you used the word y'all, having lived a big chunk of my life in Northeast Tennessee. I don't hear that much anymore now that I'm in the UK, and I hated it when I was there.
Okay.
I was really very critical of the Southern accent and all of that, but now that I've had some context, I think I was just rebelling against the environment that I lived in, and actually I think it's charming these days, as long as it's not the type of Southern drawl you see with people who are also, racist old bigots.
Watch the skies. Gas is inbound.
All right, let's see. I hear somebody. There we go. All right, folks. I have to say it. I am on fire. For me, at least. I am happy about how this goes. So I am in Broadstairs, Kent, down on the southeast coast. So if you're familiar with the UK, you may have heard of a place called Margate. I think there was a popular TV show that, had some characters go down to Margate. And so Broadstairs is the town directly next door to Margate. And that is where I live now. I've been in the UK for about 3 years now. Just went through the process of my very first official visa renewal. I'm not going to shoot at this guy because I don't think I can hit him. Not with this. It'd be nice if I had a sniper rifle, but I do not. It would also be nice if I had some ammo, because I am running low on everything. I do have almost 10k, so if I can find this box... Ah, well done. Well done. Good kill. Ah, he had me on the heartbeat sensor. I am indeed. Yeah, so getting an American visa is, I think, more difficult than getting a UK visa. Of course, for me, that whole process was just different because I married a British woman, and so that allowed me to get her a US visa when we first got together, which was difficult and expensive and time-consuming. And then, a couple of years later, when she wanted to go home, we ended up doing the whole UK visa for me thing, which was expensive and slightly less time-consuming.
Clock's ticking. Get to the target.
But it was, being an immigrant is hard. Even in a country that's very similar to what I'm used to comparatively. It's not the easiest thing I've ever done. There have been times where the small differences in culture have been amplified, particularly in work situations. I think a lot of my British supervisors in particular have found my directness to be off-putting. Whereas, in terms of Americans, I think I'm potentially less direct than many others. Ah, good kill, good kill. All right, there we go. That's the end of my first stadium match. That didn't go nearly as badly as I thought it would. 83rd place, which is, not the best I've ever done. But there we go. British Bants. What is a Bant? Yeah, in terms of the visa, though, getting back to the previous question, it was very straightforward. Oh, banter, yeah. I honestly, I think I'm fairly similar to a lot of British people in the way I banter. Taking the piss is just kind of how I roll, and so. Yeah, which I think Rival has picked up on that already in chat. I hope it didn't come across as me being actually harsh. Which, by the way, thanks for dropping by, Rival. I've been thinking about an appropriate, or well, potentially inappropriate thing to call you. I was thinking maybe sugar tits. How you feeling about that one?
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon. Enemy soldier incoming.
Ooh, what was that? At the last minute, I just veered off like a crazy person. I'm glad you liked it. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, the crossbow. I love the crossbow. I'm not a big fan of the crossbow with the scope on it. I like the slightly less, cumbersome little. It looks like the reflex, but it's got the little like stick coming out of the bottom. Very articulate. That's what people like about me, is that I'm good at wording. I word real good. Yeah, he dropped straight down there and hit the deck in a pretty impressive way. I think I'm looking for the train this time. So let's see. Here it is. We're going to drop over here. I think the train spawns in a consistent location. Based upon the 2 matches where I've paid attention, which is an excellent sample size. Sample size of 2 is very scientific. Let's see. Alright, so I'm definitely not alone here, which is fine.
Alright, lads, let's get it done.
Ooh, I almost died. Whoa! Hey, buddy. Alright, so I lost my train, but I got to kill a dude, so... there's something of value there. I guess I'm going to use this ammo box a bit prematurely, since otherwise I'm left with 2 bullets, which is a great way to get dead. Alright, where are you? I saw you drop here. I think he's under the tunnel. He is not. I think I've lost him. Wonder if I can get on this truck while it drives by. No, way too slow. Way too slow. Alright, so I guess that leaves me over here near hospital. I think I'm going to go for this supply run contract, because... I think anybody who dropped in this area is probably already gone. Yeah. The stadium is where I was last game, and it was wild. But it was also great fun, and I got 5 kills in the first, couple minutes that I was in there. Which, I'm a fairly middling player. And so I was happy with that. I think the highest kill count I've ever had in Warzone was a 12 kill game, which I actually won in solos. Somebody just took that supply run. Well, I guess I need to find them and kill them. Where are you? There you are. Ah, close. Yeah, that's a big thing. I ended up deleting almost everything else I had on my Xbox One in order to make room for this game. But for me, as somebody who traditionally doesn't spend a lot of money on games, having access to a free-to-play game in the Call of Duty series was just irresistible to me. So, I did what I did. Alright, let's see if I can find a weapon here. Maybe I can jump on this dude's... nope.
Gas is inbound.
Didn't want to get sniped. Although I do kind of want to jump on this dude's truck if he comes by. At 2 Brute. Alright, I need somebody to count how many of those shots I missed, which I mean is all of them. Oh my god. Wah, wah. Well done, you earned that one, buddy.
Come back stronger next time.
Yeah, it was definitely all of them. Is Apex free to play, or is that a paid game? Because I was watching somebody from the Wolf's Den play that this morning. I can't remember who it was. Apex is free. I will have to check that out then, because it looked pretty cool. That's good. Hey, we can be bad together. I don't mind being bad at a game. Oh, the dreaded disconnected from server. Well, you know what? Let's take this opportunity to drop into the mini royale. Although, I think this is what? Quads? So I'm going to go ahead and turn on squad fill. I usually keep it off because I play a lot of plunder. And I found when I play plunder, the people who you end up getting matched with in a squad are just, fucking idiots. And so, yeah, so instead I'll play with Chebbles, an autistic chimp. What's up, buddies? I don't know if you can hear me, but that's alright. Hey, Kitty. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm thinking there are some people that I've missed the shout out to, so I'm just scrolling back up. So we've got A Moist Goat. Thank you, as always, for joining. And then Aaron the Wolf. I really appreciate you dropping by. And, of course, Rival. I think I've given you a shout out already. I appreciate all of you. This is, I think this is the most people I've ever had in my stream at one time.
Grab some target practice.
And, considering I've only been streaming for, 2 weeks, maybe? That's, I'm pretty happy with that number, so... Thank you all. I appreciate the support. Now let's go commit murder. I've not played Destiny, but my brother was big into it for a while, and I think I decided not to play it because I looked at it and it just looked a little too much like Halo, which I love Halo for what it is, but, I didn't ever really dig the multiplayer in Halo.
Alright, that's enough fucking about.
Oof,
now we do this for real.
that was a bunch of whiffs right there. Yeah, sounds good. I mean, for me, it was literally so I worked for an American company, or sorry, I worked for a British company in their American office for a while, and then ended up traveling back and forth to the UK. And
Battle Royale. Right,
yeah,
soldier, mark a drop
I
point for
think
your
I'm
team.
gonna get a camera at some point. The problem is that
We should begin there.
my setup isn't really particularly good for it.
Stand by to jump.
I've got my TV upstairs in my tiny little office because I work from home as a software engineer. And so, I mean, I guess I could get like a. Do they still do the Kinect for Xbox One?
Be
If
advised,
so, I can
there's
use
an
that
enemy
as a
team
camera.
hunting you.
Of course there is.
Your primary
I think I am
objective is
some
to kill
kind
them
of
all.
bounty magnet. I thought I saw a box up there, but I don't think I did.
Objective
Which state are you
updated.
from, Aaron?
Secure that position.
You know what? I don't know where my squad mates are. That's not great. I'm a bad squad mate. I probably should have done a better job of keeping track with them. Then again, I'm the squad leader, so they should have dropped where I put the mark, but you can't necessarily expect randos to do that. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Gas is moving.
It's so I've got this
You've got a loadout
shitty
drop
little
inbound.
click clack couch that I sit on.
Primary objective accomplished. Recon intel secured.
All right. Well done, folks. I had nothing to do with that, but we've got a loadout drop over here, so I'm gonna go get it.
Check ammo, guns up.
Oh shit. My dudes are down. I'm a terrible teammate. Terrible teammate. Illinois, nice. I
teammate was
don't
sent
think
to the
I've been
Gulag.
to Illinois.
They'll fight
I've
for a
been
chance to redeploy.
I've traveled quite a lot
Your
to the
teammate was
south.
sent to the Gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Oh. Well, not much you can do about that. That was a well-placed sniper shot. Yeah, they should have dropped with me.
This is the Gulag.
But,
Survive and
that's how
can redeploy.
randos go.
Fight's kicking off.
Chimp, he is over
ready to
on
fight.
the right. Here we go. I don't know if he can actually even hear me.
Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. You're up, soldier. Now go sort
Yeah,
this
I
fucker
think
out.
it's natural. In some ways.
Got roughed up
Oh,
in there.
damn.
We're bringing you home.
Well played. I at least got one shot off. That wasn't a completely pathetic showing.
If your team has the cash, they can pay for your release.
Yeah, I think the thing is that every state has its positives and negatives. I'm originally from Western Pennsylvania, so Pittsburgh, in particular, and it's great. The weather is terrible, right? Like I can remember negative 25 Fahrenheit, which is approximately negative 30 Celsius, which is just a really really shitty temperature to live in for any length of time. Actually, I want to leave the game and go back to solos because that was no good. Yeah, so originally from Western Pennsylvania, but then when I was about 10, my dad moved the family to Tennessee for a job. And, I really hated it for a long time. But then the town that I lived in, a place called Johnson City, Tennessee, really started having a bit of a renaissance. And so, some of the racist Bible thumpers were getting pushed out by, people who really like... Technically, you don't see me, so you don't know if I'm a 10. I think I'm probably a 6, 5, a 5.7 maybe. But yeah, no, it was, so that area really grew on me, and now that I live so far away, I miss it. But you know, of course, there are nice things about the UK as well. I was mentioning on stream the other day, I don't have to worry about my kids getting shot to death at school, which it's kind of one of those straightforward things that you never realize just how nice it is until you experience it. I have to admit, I think I'm old enough that I missed the anime trend by just a little bit. So I'm 36, getting ready to turn 37, beginning of next year. And you know, when I was younger, it was really, you had to be pretty exceptionally nerdy to be really into anime. Whereas these days, it's quite a bit more mainstream.
Enemy dropping into the
And so, you know, I've heard the stories are all really great, but I just can't hit anything, apparently. You guys see that long shot headshot at least? I could be your young dad. That's fine. 36, I've got 3 kids. But I still make time for video games, and yeah, that's all you need. All right, so I'm gonna play this like it's not season 5, just for shits and giggles, because I'd like to win.
Move to the safe zone.
Anybody need this?
I'm gonna go
Anybody
here.
need this?
All right, I'll be Papa Wolf. That works for me. So I was the lead back-end engineer for a major makeup company for a while, and the engineers who worked under me, you know, basically described me as the office dad because of my, you know, my management style. Honestly, it's pretty maternal, not even paternal. It's maternal.
Targets are up.
So I just love people,
Ready for pickup.
and yeah, so I'm happy being everyone's dad. That's fine with me. As long as I get to make stupid puns and have everybody roll their eyes. Because, you know, honestly, there's no point in being a dad if you can't get people rolling their eyes at you because of, you know, a pun you've made. My 4-year-old daughter is approaching the point where she's come to expect the, you know, "Hi, tired, I'm dad" joke. I could try and come up with some wolf puns. Alright, so let's see. I'm pretty happy with my positioning so far. I am not far outside a zone, as you can see from the minimap. This house has somebody in it, potentially. I don't have a way to check, though. I heard somebody. I'm glad to hear that, because I have this fear that one day my kids are going to realize that I'm completely lame, and that they're not going to want to, you know, be my best buds anymore.
Objectives updated. Move to the next
And honestly,
location.
I don't know if I can handle that. Right now, so my oldest is 9 years old, and you know, he and I have a very similar sense of humor because we're both, I'm a 10-year-old boy trapped in a man's body, and he's a 10-year-old boy trapped in a 9-year-old boy's body. And so our sense of humor is pretty similar. It's just puns and fart jokes. It's amazing. I mean, he hasn't developed the sexual innuendo jokes that make up such a large part of my psyche, but he will one day, and they'll be glorious, and I hope that he's willing to share them with me. So there's that, but then there's my 4-year-old daughter getting ready to turn 5, and she and I are just thick as thieves, right? She wants to hang out with me all the time, and she's somehow operating under the illusion that I'm cool. And I'm not quite ready to shatter that for her. Die! Okay, that was poor performance. I deserved that. And that was a good shot, too. That was well done. Ah, yes, I keep forgetting that
Anybody need this?
this is a buyback mode at the moment. And so, no gulag for me, I just get to drop back in. So I'm going to go try and avenge myself. We'll see how successful I am at that. Given that I've got a pistol and terrible aim, I'm going to guess my chances of success are fairly limited, but I don't have my ego tied up in the game, so I don't care. Yeah, dude, starting a family is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, having kids is wonderful and terrible in equal measure. They're so cute and they're so kind. I mean, my kids are, at least. I guess people who are assholes probably don't have kind kids, but... All right. I think I'll just take their loadout. That looked pretty good. Oh, this is the guy who killed me. So that was my revenge. I avenged myself. Yeah, so starting a family is great, but it's so chaotic. Like, children are like tiny drunk adults, and you can never predict what kind of crazy bullshit they're gonna do. So, my wife took the kids to the beach today, because we're about a 10-minute walk from the beach. And, sorry, I'm hunting, so I gotta be quiet or else scare away the prey. Well, I think they're on the roof. I don't think they know I'm here, so I'm gonna very quietly sneak up there. And, if I die, I die. That's... Once again, I don't have my ego tied up in a video game. Most of the time. At least. I don't have any chat commands installed, so I don't know if that's going to work here. But, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, kids are chaotic, though. It's the moral of the story. I feel like I'm a very, very terrible storyteller most of the time because I lose my train of thought very, very easily. And on top of that, when I'm streaming,
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
my attention span is basically non-existent. Alright, let's see if I can kill this guy on the buy station. Shit, he's gonna beat me to my
Gas is
loadout.
closing.
So
Get to the new safe
I think
zone.
what I need to do is, instead of trying to get to my loadout, just try and kill him. Maybe it's a good idea to pick up a UAV. Oh! What is this? Other than a potential trap. Oh, fuck. Yep, that's a trap. It's a trap! Oh, I don't know why I pre-fired so early. Gave away exactly where I was. Well done, buddy. I at least had enough money because I had not yet been to the buy station to come back. So I guess that's a little miracle. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Gas is inbound.
Yeah, take a
Haha,
seat.
fuck you. Alright, I am pleased with that because, to be honest, I had no business. Oh, there we go. I knew I was gonna die. I know. Well, I mean, as I've said before, I make no secret of the fact that I am a middling player. Oh! But I get to come back to the game with all of my perks because this is a
Heading in.
buyback game mode, so I think I can get to my shit before the gas does. And I'm guessing that the gas will have driven that dude out. Once again, I'm very articulate. If I make it, it'll be just barely. But you gotta go big or go home. Okay. Got all my shit. Got $300. And I've got my eyes on the guy who killed me. So let's go avenge ourselves. What do you say? I know he's here somewhere. There he is. Oh, so
Lost
close.
that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
Oh, look at that health bar. So little left. That's alright. That's alright. I've probably got time for one more game, so I'm going to jump right into it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Goat. Yeah, it was very, very close. I think had I landed that first shot, I probably would have killed him with, just the tiniest scrap of my health left. And then probably died in gas or something like that. Mad Sham, welcome back. Hey, I saw that clip you made from yesterday's stream. I appreciated that. That was that was pretty wild. I need to sit down later today and do some highlighting and clipping from the last couple streams because I've just had other stuff I've had to do, so I've not gotten it done. But yeah, no, I liked it. It was so there was a situation on my last stream where I dropped back in after getting killed and landed at military base in that kind of shipping container building area.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
And
Get yourselves a proper warm-up.
you know, it
We
looked like I was
deploy
dropping
soon.
into a pretty quiet area. There were a lot of contracts that hadn't been picked up, which is usually a good indicator that, you know, there are no hostiles in the area. But then, basically, I don't know, less than a full
Enemy
second
dropping
after I had
into the
landed, some guy just popped out of a doorway and mowed me down with an LMG. Yeah, it was funny. You know, I was talking about all the stuff that I was gonna do, and then, you know, of course, I was like, oh, I can just go home. That's fine.
You're done warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
All right. Anybody have any recommendations on where you'd like me to go? Anybody? Anybody?
Battle Royale.
Bueller?
Gas is
Bueller.
approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Bueller? I might be the only one in the stream old enough to remember what that is. That movie was filmed in my hometown, for what it's worth. Alright,
Anybody need this?
I'm going here, in the absence of any other recommendations. Way outside zone, which gives me some security. Yeah, it's alright. I guess that makes sense since, you know, its download size is prohibitive to most people. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was good. I like it when my highlights are of me killing other people, but you know what? A good death is a worthy thing. Yeah, so you know the strong shot, you know the scene where they're in the parade downtown? That is downtown Pittsburgh,
Clear to engage
which
all
is where I
targets.
grew up.
Clock's ticking. Get to the target.
Alright, so I'm going to go over here for this buggy, which I can then use to get my free... I'm going to grab this Renetti. Yeah, if I use the buggy, I can get a free self-revive, which is very helpful for somebody like me who dies a lot. Actually, given the amount of money I've got,
Strap in. I'm
it
driving.
may be better to buy literally anything else and just drop in. Oh, there's not a way in there with the truck. Hoo-wee. Please forgive me for saying
Contract's done.
hoo-wee and
Your
not
payout
being
limit has increased.
facetious about it. Okay, yeah, so there's no such thing as a self-revive in this game mode, so that works for me.
I'll drive.
Now we're gonna get out of here. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Storage Town. Storage Town tends to have a lot of loot and a lot of money laying around, and I'm guessing it's pretty sparsely populated at the moment. And so if I can grab enough money, I will be able to buy my loadout. And of course, buying my loadout makes it less likely that I'm going to embarrass myself with my pathetic death. Give me money. Money, money.
Gas is moving.
Actually, let's grab that.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
All right. Where are you, buddy? I hear you. Somewhere off to the right here. All right.
Okay.
All right. I need to plate up because somebody else is coming for me. Yep. All right. Hoping I can get these stopping power rounds in before he kills me. Oh, no! I didn't realize that was close enough to kill me. Damn. Yeah, so, looking at your comment, where I lived was pretty far outside of the city portion like that. I lived in the suburbs because, you know, Pittsburgh's downtown area is pretty small. Well, that went as I should have expected it to. Oh god, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Alas. All right, so I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna turn off fill, and I'm gonna jump into plunder. This way I get to play with a loadout that I've built. I think I'm gonna use my FAL loadout because it's just so much fun to play with. And I'm gonna drop into Stadium and just get in the melee, you know? I'm just gonna kill or be killed, you know, over and over and over again until my little alarm goes off telling me that I have to go back to work like an adult. Which honestly I try and avoid when I can. Work, that is, doing of work or thinking about work or, you know, anything really involving that word. Work out, for example, that's another one I avoid if I can. When I was young, I used to avoid homework. It's honestly, it's a miracle that I survived to become an adult. And it's even more of a miracle that they allowed me to have children. Like, I'm completely unqualified. But as it turns out, there's not like you don't have to pass a test like when you get a driver's license. They just let you procreate.
Get yourself the proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
Batshit fucking crazy. But so far, none of my kids have died. Which is good, because, you know, we try and avoid that. Dark humor's a thing for me, in case anybody hasn't picked that up yet. I think if you don't have a dark sense of humor these days, then you've slept through 2020. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to attempt to land right on the edge of this, I think. Because if I land right at the edge of that, I can shoot down into the melee without being in anybody's direct line of fire. Unless, of course, they land on the roof and shoot at me that way. But,
or eliminating targets. All right,
you know,
soldier,
it's
mark a
helpful.
drop point for your team. Enemy soldier incoming.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you landed right. I didn't think you were going to land. I thought he was going to fall right through. So that's alright. Once again, I don't have my ego tied up in the game, so... You know, if I die, well, then so be it. I don't give a shit. Just a fucking game. Now, with that said, this guy who was on fire there for a minute... Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
How did I not hit any of those?
Enemy soldier
I
incoming.
guess I remember. It has to do with being a terrible player. Oh no, I'm not a terrible player. I'm a mediocre player.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Ah. That's okay. I'm gonna get out here now, and I'm gonna... people snipe.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Wow. What? I don't know how that looked on the thing, but I thought those were gonna be direct hits. Still, I'm liking this little rim. Get a little team here. Bunch of corpses.
Going this way.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy soldier incoming.
Well done, buddy. Well done. Alright, does anybody want me to jump down into the stadium this time? Where did I see that sniper drop? I saw a little bit of a glint off somebody's sniper scope, but I couldn't quite place it yet. Oh, midair! Well done. That was good. I must have been pretty damn near dead. Alright, I'm going in.
Back on station.
Looks like I'm not the only one.
Going this way.
Primary LZs are marked. Extract is standing by.
I got mid-cal here.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, come on. Alright, I didn't make it in. So I'll try again. Did a little too much horizontal movement when I was zooming around out there. Oh, there's a drop-off point right there inside the stadium. That's got to be suicide to use. But just in case it isn't, let's try and make it.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead.
Bueno.
Alright, I'm gonna get the hell out of this particular tent because I know somebody will be coming back. Oh! Hey, buddies! This must be quads, I'm guessing.
Keep going.
So I think I'm gonna stick to the rim. Because with it being quads,
Hostile dropping into the area.
I just
Watch the skies.
yeah, I don't have the ability to properly fend them off in, you know, such a
Enemy soldier
hard-hitting
incoming.
area. It's, oh! Hey there, Mr. Helicopter. Hey, just a whole lot of me getting killed. That's what you missed, Aaron. Yeah, so I'm playing around near the stadium. I'm in plunder right now because, you know, otherwise you just die too fast to really get a view of what's going on here. I'm going to try and take out this helicopter. Because they're...
Enemy soldier incoming.
There we go. Take that, rookie biatch. Oh man, I wish I could just sleep for long periods of time and then not need sleep after that. But, you know, now that I'm, you know, closer to 40 than 30, I find that if I sleep a lot, I just end up more tired. And of course, my back hurts and, oh, well, that was not ideal. Alright, so let's see if there's a way back in. I had no business at all surviving that fight, but I somehow did, so, yay me. Let's find his buddies, because I know they're close. I should be able to attach to this. Ah. Gotta look at it from just the right angle.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy soldier incoming.
Don't mind if I do.
Recon. Send that flyover.
UAV entering the AO.
I think somebody's directly above me. I don't want to go down, I want to go up. Ooh. Okay, I need to have some cards if I want to use the card reader. They are all over the place.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Aaron, what do you do?
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
I suppose that question's open to everybody, in fact. Okay, so I'm jumping out because when running around that floor and not
Hostile attack
finding
chopper carrying
a
cash.
good way into
Shoot it down.
the stadium proper. And while exploring is fun, I want to do more killing.
Enemy soldier incoming.
All right.
Alright, I'm getting sniped at. Thought I was gonna get that guy, but I did not. Security. Okay, cool. Yeah, it seems like that would be simultaneously very interesting, very boring. Kind of like being a pirate, right? Where you have nothing happening until you've got something really, really major happening. Let's see if I can get these guys over here. There we go. That guy died. Hey, come here.
Enemy dropping.
I did say pirate. Yeah, so apparently historically the life of a pirate was incredibly boring 99% of the time. You know, and then there were the 1% times where they were, you know, fighting for their lives, boarding these ships that they were trying to take over. And so, you know, they were either bored out of their minds or they were, you know, at serious risk of dying. I think I killed that guy by shooting him in the testicle. Would anybody say that counts as a testicle shot? This is a bit of a thing for me. Ah, damn. Yeah, was that a fair comparison, Aaron, to being like a pirate?
Okay, I'm online.
Ah, that's weird. He may not have been logged in. So somebody's been trying to watch my stream and was unable to because they just had a black screen, which is unfortunate. Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, scurvy will do that to you, make you ready to die. Well, that's okay, because honestly, as security, if you're getting action on the job, it's probably not the kind of action you want, you know, because I'm guessing you don't get paid extra if you end up having to board a ship.
Move contact.
Or, you know, fight the British Navy.
Enemy dropping in.
I might be taking the comparison a little too far.
Your cash. Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile dropping into
I don't think
the
I'm gonna
area.
get
Watch the skies.
But I'm trying. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I might get it. Holy shit. I got it.
Hostile dropping into the area.
Just
Watch
in
the
time to die,
skies.
I'm sure, but... Ah, I see, okay.
Back in.
Yeah, honestly, I think there are worse things you could be spending your time doing. But I could see how it would be boring and not the most glamorous of jobs, but, you know, there's something to be said for honest work.
Watch the skies.
Not like piracy.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile dropping into the area. What? Enemy UAV overhead.
Damn, very close there. Alright, so it looks like as soon as this match ends, I've got to go. I'm going to try and shoot this guy out of the air. I didn't even land a single shot. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Yes. My kids are going to have to disown me. Yeah, that's, I think that's one of my least favorite things about, you know, being an adult is, as it turns out, companies, they don't give a shit about their employees. They never do. And so...
Watch out!
Enemy soldier incoming.
yeah, and it seems like it's getting worse. I mean, I'm a pretty outspoken socialist, but you know, I definitely think that as time goes on, capitalism in the Western world, in particular, has gotten more and more predatory, and you know, it's fuck all that shit. I don't know if, I mean, I guess technically this is my forum, so I can talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, but yeah, it's just, a lot of companies care less about their employees than I would have ever thought possible.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh, I thought I was going to get him in time. I like taking out helicopters. Because honestly, this guy who's just flying around in the helicopter killing people on top of stadium, it's cheap. It's cheap and it's lame. He should feel bad.
Target spotted.
I'm sure he would if he had feelings, but... you know, the kind of person who
Hostile dropping into the
flies
area.
around in a
Watch the skies.
helicopter for kills is not the type of person who has feelings.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Cluster strike. Oh, it was just a little too late. Alas, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up my time for streaming today. I need to get back to the bit mines and, you know, do the bit mining. 15 kills though, that's not so bad. 79k cash is, you know, really pretty terrible, but you know, I wasn't going for cash. I wasn't really playing plunder. I was mostly just playing infinite respawn, free-for-all. So that works for me. Oh, thanks. So I think the reason that, you know, companies are able to continue this way is because the way society is structured. People have to have jobs in order to live. You know, you can't have a place to live and food to eat without a job unless you've got a serious medical condition, or at least can convince the government that you've got a serious medical condition. And because the companies have the power, you know, especially now in the middle of a pandemic and a poor economy before that, you know, really the common person has very little power in that equation. And so, you know, the companies kind of just do whatever they want because they know people are going to suck it up and stay, or they're going to leave and some other poor sod will suck it up. So, you know, it's kind of just how it goes. So on that wonderful and depressing note, I shall bid you all adieu and bye my stay.